Hello Capricorn, welcome to your mid-May reading. Thank you for joining me. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Before I get started, don't forget to like this video if you would like your video to come out first in the next round of readings. And don't forget to share and subscribe also if you're a newcomer. Okay Capricorn, let's take a look at your oracle cards. Firstly, from Shadows and Light, you've pulled the card of the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. Of course, it's about healing from heartache. And what I get around this is an energy of wrapping yourself up in a soft blanket, a snuggie, if you will. Wrapping yourself up in a snuggie on the couch with a favorite old movie, having a long, comforting bath, and surrounding yourself with people who are worthy of your love. It's not about becoming bitter or guarded, because I feel that you're a sensitive, tender, sweet person. And it's a realization that some people are just not that. So now is not the time for returning harshness with harshness. It's about soft blankets, sweet dreams, long baths, and a reduction of the harsh energy around you. Now, I do have as the energy around you two cards that came out from the Goddess Power Oracle. Firstly, the card of the Moon, and this is the Incan Goddess of the Moon. She presides over the power of cycles and seasons. So here it's about recognizing that there's a certain time for things, cycles. And you can apply the idea of natural cycles, like the cycles of the moon, to relationships, creative projects, personal growth, and more. And if you're honest with yourself, you'll see there is no way to control these natural cycles, only to use the creative energy that they offer to help you. Perhaps if your relationship is unclear, yet brimming with potential, you might turn to the new moon energy that shows up in the spring cycle. In that case, you just need to allow the relationship to grow naturally and be clear in your intentions. So it may seem like you're slowing down here, there's obstacles rising up, some temporary blockage. But it's not about putting up resistance, rather it's taking advantage of the need to rest and recalibrate your intentions as you wait for that cycle to change. Now, there's also an energy around this of the card of assurance. Now this is a Celtic goddess, a Celtic earth goddess, Danu. She portends the fulfillment of your desires and the fruition of your dreams. So whatever it is that you're inquiring about, Danu gives her assurance that you're in the process of becoming. It's an energy of trusting that whatever seeds you've planted, whatever you've planned or worked towards, is going to be lovingly birthed. So it's a really nice flow of events. I feel like everything has its perfect season here, Capricorn, just as fallow ground carries the promise of new life that appears again in the spring. Danu offers her promise of grounded assurance. So let's see where this goes for you. I like the energy. It seems like whatever you've planted the seeds for will grow, will come to fruition, but it's just about timing, cycles. Right now though, it seems to be quite a harsh cycle for you. But of course, with the wheel energy, what I feel around this is a turning of events. So Capricorn, let's have a look at your energy. I've already meditated, so I'm going to cut these cards and let's focus in on the energy of the person that you're dealing with, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they see you, how you see them, the strengths between you, the weakness, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome. So let's take a look. But before we do, I wanted to mention that if you're not dealing with anyone here, Capricorn, this may resonate as your energy, and it can also resonate the opposite way around. Okay, the energy of the person that you're dealing with, 3 of Cups in reverse. So there's I feel like there's an indulgence here, an overindulgence, if you will. But I don't feel that there's happiness associated with this either. Let's take a look and see what they bring to the table when it comes to you. The Chariot in reverse, yeah. So it's scattering your energy. I do feel that you're being torn in many different directions, and it's hard for you to see the way forward. You do, Capricorn, normally have a very grounded energy, someone who, once they set their mind on something, will triumph over obstacles and really use your strength to will yourself to succeed. But at the moment there's a sense that whatever this energy of this other person, and it may relate to a third party for some of you, not all, has led to you feeling scattered, reckless, perhaps even acting out in some erratic kind of way. Now when it comes to the floor in this person, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So it seems like they are not taking the rest that they need from conflict. I feel that they need to spend some time, I want to say, healing, recuperating, recovering from something. It could be your energy, Capricorn, after this broken heart. I felt that energy of wrapping yourself up in a snuggie here and just having a good cry and watching a bout of your favorite movies, you know, things like that. So maybe your energy. Let's take a look and see how this person is viewing you. We have the Prince of Swords. So with this one, it's a Knight of Swords energy. It's a card of action, a yang energy. So I do feel that there's like a masculine kind of action here, outward flow of energy. And it's very, it feels to me like there is something that you are really wanting to achieve here, but there's a sense that this person is seeing you as someone who is perhaps, I want to say it's attached to some kind of hasty movement, but we'll see where that goes. Now, how you are viewing this person, the Hermit. So again, there's a sense here of this person needing to gain some insight, wisdom, spend some time free from distractions. It may be that this person is quite busy, or that they are having difficulty achieving clarity here because they haven't spent the time healing from something, recovering. I do feel like there's a need here for greater clarity and wisdom before action can be taken. Okay, let's have a look at the strengths between you. We have the Sun, which is nice energy there. It is about achieving that clarity, and that clarity bringing joy, bringing happiness, bringing about growth. You know, I feel like clarity brings growth, and until there is that clarity and wisdom, there cannot be that kind of expansion moving forward. Until then, I feel like this Chariot card here is not able to find its forward movement. It's kind of just going around in circles at the moment, not being able to achieve things. And that could be the card of the Moon here, where I felt that there was obstacles, Capricorn, blockages to the movement forward. Let's have a look at the weakness here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, material gain as the weakness. Okay, so it may be here that there's a sense that you've already attained quite a lot in your life. I feel like you have the comfort around you. You've worked hard for your money, you have a house, a garden, all of those kind of comfortable kind of energy. So there's comfortable energy around you. So it may be an unwillingness to move away from that. Let's have a look at the potential. We have the Death card, which is a nice energy. It is about an ending of old ways, old patterns of behavior, old toxic energy, anything that was holding you back, so that you can have a new beginning, so that you can have a major change in your life for the better. Now the roadblock to this change is the Seven of Swords, or unstable effort. And what I mean by that is that it's by achieving this change by sneaky ways, you know, by doing things secretly, stealthily, perhaps some betrayal, cheating of others, deceiving others. So change is good, transformation is good, an ending of old ways is good, but the way in which that transformation comes about has to be done the right way. It can't be done in a way that is itself quite a negative thing. Let's have a look at the outcome. Now we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so with this one, it is about a card of someone who is a negative kind of influence here. Water energy, could be someone with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart, male or female. It seems to me that with this one, Capricorn, that you're having trouble moving on from a heartbreaking situation, possibly involving 3 people, with this 3 of Cups in reverse. It's led you to feel scattered energy, a feeling of not being able to achieve success, the results that you thought you would have in this case. I do feel that there's an energy here of needing to spend some time healing, recovery after heartache. So if there's been any kind of hasty movement here, I would say that has led to this scattered kind of energy. Can't be a hasty move. I feel like there's something here that it's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of healing energy, it's going to take a lot of thinking things through, thinking about past choices, thinking about mistakes made in the past, so that you can achieve this clarity of mind, this sun energy, seeing everything you need to see before making judgments, taking action. The weakness here is that there seems to be quite a comfortable energy around you. So you know what I'm going to do here, since I've got a little bit of time, is I'm going to throw down the clarifiers that we're going to talk about in part 2, just to give you an idea about what we're talking about. And then we'll move on to the extended version here, Capricorn. So let's see. I do feel like there's this clouded energy around this of the moon. You seem to be in a cycle right now which is associated with some pain, pain of the heart, to do with a love relationship. But it does say with that card of assurance that growth will occur, but it's going to be a cycle. It's going to be a change in the seasons. Now it may just be a question of setting intentions here around mid-May and waiting for those intentions to pay off at a later time, during a later moon phase, perhaps in the harvest season of the fall, something like that, Capricorn. So let's see. Getting very strong moon energy, very strong lunar pull. Let's get some clarifiers for this reading. We'll start firstly with the energy of this person. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. So I do feel that they are aware that they have to make a choice. It's a difficult choice. It's a hard kind of energy. I do feel though that there's a lot of conflict associated with this choice. We have in what they bring to the table the Knight of Swords in reverse along with the Chariot in reverse. It couldn't get much clearer. There's a lot of frustration and scattered thoughts when it comes to taking the action. And that's you, Capricorn. Of course, it can be the other way around, but I feel you're the one here that is kind of uncertain of the way forward. I feel like there's this kind of spinning of the wheels here. You're wanting to get something going, but you feel held back, or you feel that there's a lot of obstacles in your forward path. Now, the floor of this person, we have the Tower. Yeah, it's about healing from an ego wound. I don't feel that they've spent enough time healing, or that they need extra time to heal from this. The Tower, of course, speaks about the tearing down of something. In this case, I feel it's some kind of ego wound. The Tower is the actual, in the tarot, is the signifier for the ego itself. Let's take a look and see how they're viewing you, Capricorn. We've got the Ten of Cups, so that's nice energy there. It does speak about happiness. It speaks about emotional fulfillment. Let's see how you're viewing them. The Four of Swords, beg your pardon. Four of Swords, again, with the Hermit, it's a very clear message that you feel that they need to gain clarity and heal from this broken heart. Let's have a look at the strength between you. We have the Five of Swords with the Sun. Okay, so this is clarity over harshness. Remember, I was talking about harsh energy with the MEND, broken heart fairy. You know, when you have heartache, it's important to treat yourself well. Take your time away from the flurry of shoulds that you're so often confronted with. Snuggie, you know, I get warm snuggies, I get long baths, I get spending time with people that are worthy of your love. You know, it's not a time for harshness. I think that's the thing here, the strength. Seeing that it's not a time for harshness with that Five of Swords. Instead, it's about soft blankets, you know, sweetness, a reduction of the harsh energy around you. Soothing presence. Yeah, soothing a harsh kind of energy. Lifting the pain. Sweet energy. I get sweet gentleness, wisdom in time. Let's have a look at the weakness. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, with this one, it's a focus on more of the material things, is the weakness. And by that I mean just focus too much on money, material things, rather than, it's good of course to have some focus on that kind of thing, but it can't be all there is. So there needs to be a focus on other things that matter in a person's life as well. Now let's have a look at the potential. We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So the roadblock to showing love, to accepting invitations of love here, is all to do with a focus on the past rather than the future. It's a pessimistic attitude and a focus on what has been spilled in the past, this heartache, fearing the worst, fearing being emotionally hurt again. All of that kind of energy is what I'm picking up. Let's take a look at the outcome and the World in reverse as well. Okay, well, we will have a look in part 2. I hope that you join me there. I'll be pulling out a lot more cards. So if this is resonating, please join me there. If I don't see you there, then I wish you all the best. Part 2 will be available on my Vimeo channel, and that link is below in the descriptions box. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Wishing you all the best with this, Capricorn, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.